with Lessons Learned. I'm Randy, here today with Chris, Jared, Joe, and not Talon. Talon's not here today.
Talon's too good for us. He's in Hawaii.
Yeah, he's in Hawaii, motherfucker.
Jerk.
So today we are going to be talking about making content. Making content.
You idiot. Being content.
This dummy.
Oh. I got to change gears. We're a little off here. Why didn't we talk about this beforehand?
Oh, boy. I know it's...
This is why we have meetings, guys.
I know it's spelled the same, but, okay.
The English language.
Yeah.
All right, well, apparently we're going to be talking about being content, what it means to be content, and distinguishing the difference between being happy and being content. So, Chris, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
Yeah, I mean, minus the little mess up there, Edgar Allan Bro, it wasn't too bad.
Edgar Allan, bro.
Nice one. That was good.
I love that.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, being content. I'm content right now. I'm happy, right? Things are looking up for me. I don't know about you guys, and Talon's depressed ass went to Hawaii, so he's no longer depressed. I'd imagine he's pretty content down there.
That's true.
Content.
You know,
Maybe.
Content? He's pretty content down there, yeah.
Yeah. He's not making any
Kinda
content, though.
No, he's just, living life organically down there.
Gosh.
I hate all of you.
All right, that's enough. That's enough joking
All right,
around here.
Let's get
guys.
serious.
Yeah. So, something we were talking about before we started the episode was the difference between being content and being happy. Rumsey, why don't you go ahead and give us your kind of differences between the two that you think?
Okay. Well, I looked up being content because we were kind of going back and forth. What does it actually mean? So
Look it up.
I actually looked up the definition of content.
Smart
According
guy
to
with the
Webster's
research.
Dictionary,
According to Google,
Wikipedia.
it is
Oh.
Oxford, by the way. It is a
shit.
state of satisfaction.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And that's
Is there
it.
More?
A state of satisfaction.
And it's gone.
Boom goes
Yeah.
the dynamite. Episode's
Yeah.
over.
All right, I guess we're done. See you guys next
So-
week.
So Chris, you wanted to talk about this. You kind of brought up the idea because you've been feeling pretty good lately in your life, right?
Sure have.
Would you
Things are
say
looking
you're
up?
Content?
So
content,
if you
happy?
if you put it like that, it's all matter of context, right? All matter of context.
Stop. You're trying too hard.
All these con words, man. Yeah,
No.
yeah.
But for real, hold on.
So it's kind of like your state of being at the moment.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
being happy and being content, right? So I feel content with life right now. That doesn't mean I want to stay here. Everything's Gucci. I want to keep moving forward.
Gooch.
But I'm not down on the dumps. Yeah, we got to go up.
Just gotta find that bus ceiling and bust through
all
it,
the
and
way
then bust
up.
through the next ceiling, and
Yeah.
bust through the next ceiling.
Yeah, like Dwayne the Rock holding the
Oh,
rock.
shit.
Oh my
But-
gosh. We should stop doing
no.
videos already.
My God.
But for real though, it's it feels good. When you're just happy. We've talked about this in previous episodes where I said I forget what it's like to have things go wrong.
Oh yeah.
I was very content
mistake.
with life.
Soiled
Big
it.
oof. Soiled it. Yeah, but right now it's kind of getting back to that point, and I'm learning to live life alone, which seems like people might think that's weird, but it's actually kind of nice. Truly finding yourself and who you are and who you want to be, striving for that every day. So I'm content with where I'm at right now, but that doesn't mean I'm happy. This is it. This is all I want. And I think that's kind of the argument you were making is content being complacent as well, or is being happy more of the term you're looking for instead of content,
Yeah, so the reason I brought that up, kind of like that counter argument in a way, is because I feel like if you are content, and I mean, depending on the way you want to use the term, it means you're satisfied. And if you're satisfied, maybe you don't really have anything that you want to change in your life or in the world, and I feel like that could be a problem. That's why I bring that
What
up.
do the other two hooligans have on that?
Well. Kind of going back to what you were saying with how you're happy right now. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm on the opposite trend. Do you know how like a few weeks ago I said, I was like in one of the happiest spots I've ever been. I kind of just woke up. I'm like, you know what? I feel good. I'm not like that anymore.
Sure.
What
Let's talk
happened?
about it.
It's honestly
Let's talk
the
about it.
change in the jobs. So back when I was doing honor guard, I felt like I had there's a lot of purpose behind what I was doing. And I'm not saying there's no purpose behind what I'm doing now. I play a very important role, but I just don't like where I'm at right now. My job currently, I know I need to go back to school. I know I need to try to change jobs, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I still have planned out for myself. So I guess you can kind of say I'm content where I'm at, but not for long. And I'm certainly not happy. I definitely want to move up and make progress for myself.
Well, I think that's good. That can also, being in this sort of state of being where you are currently, it can also fuel change in your life. That's kind of like the opposite end of the spectrum of what I was talking about with Chris. Although you may not feel that way, and you express that as well, that you still want things to change, and you're happy where you are, but there's still more to improve on.
Yeah.
And more things to do. But yeah, I feel like being in your situation, Joe, that can be a driver in your life for you to do more, like a motivation.
Yeah, absolutely. Because kind of where I'm at right now is giving me that encouragement to say, hey, I want more. I know I deserve more, so I gotta push myself to do more.
And I think the biggest thing is surrounding yourself with the right people.
Oh!
Yeah, because ever since we started doing this, this is like a weekly outlet for me, right? It's nice. It's like therapy. And it's just nice to talk to your friends about issues, about feelings, like Tony, we all did. And I think if you were to take Tony's advice, I think that's why I'm so much better right now, is Tony has made me think about so many different things. I now meditate, not a lot, but I know that I should, so I do occasionally. But mostly the feelings thing, is it worth being angry over stuff? Why would I be angry over this stupid little thing? So it's just stuff doesn't really bother me anymore, and I have an end goal, and that's to just move to Vermont and be happy. It's where I want to end up. I know what I'm working towards now, so I think setting that goal for yourself also helps. And when you see progress, that helps. I don't know what to tell you. You need to either. I know you can't cross train right now, can you?
Actually, I am eligible.
Oh, well, there
Yeah.
you go. There's step one.
Exactly.
Put it in
I've been waiting to get the extra experience, and I have it now, so it's time to push forward.
There you go.
Send it.
Yeah. So work on that goal, But going back to surrounding yourself with the right people, having the same hobbies as someone is great. For me and Rumsey, we can just go biking, road bike, cycling, I guess you'd call it. And then obviously if there was mountains here, I would go hiking with a ton of people. It'd be great, but we don't have that here. And that's probably the biggest downfall for me right now, is that's the only thing that really brings me down, is that I can't do the outdoorsy stuff that I love.
Right. So you're not content with your location, but you're content with where.
No, I hate this location.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to live here anymore.
But-
However, I'm just going with life, man. I can't. That's out of my control. So I accept that, and I just do whatever else I can that I can.
Yep.
Control.
And sorry, you just brought up
Yeah.
a talking point for me. I'm sorry to cut you off, Randy. But
That's all right.
so distinguishing what we were talking about earlier, the content and complacent thing, right? You're not content with where you want to be, but you can't get complacent and stay there, right? I actually had that problem with my relationship, is that I got complacent, and that's why I stayed in my long relationship for as long as I did. I knew I wasn't content, but I was complacent, and so I never made any change. I think that's
And I think Ramsey. So I think the difference you were looking for, like between content and happiness, I think is that. I think it's between content and complacency. I think you can easily be content without, like, while still moving forward. You know, like not 100% content with where you are.
Well, I think there's a
makes sense.
difference between, like being happy where you are or like being proud of the work that you're doing. I feel like there's a difference between that and being satisfied. So,
You just brought a whole other word into this.
ooh.
Whole another word.
proud, proud. Yeah,
No, satisfied, silly.
What are you, a
Satisfied.
dictionary?
yeah. I don't know. It just comes back to my main point. It's like you can't.
So would you?
I feel like
would you say-
nobody. I feel like nobody is, unless you're like a beach bum that is just living the life and you don't have a job or anything. You're literally just like living on the beach and surfing
that's
some
my cousin.
waves.
Hell yeah.
That's literally-
Unless you're doing that, I feel like you're never like fully satisfied. I feel like
Yeah, but
maybe
I
you're
think
proud and happy, but
I think that
never
everybody
content.
has a different definition though of what that is. Because for that
Yeah.
beach bum who like that's what, you know, he does every day, he might be content or satisfied with that because that's what he wants in his life and that's what he wants to do. Now, for like me, I wouldn't want to do that. Like that might be cool. I might be happy doing that. That might be fun for a while, but that ultimately wouldn't be what I want to do and where I want to be in life. So I think it's also very individual. Like there is a definition for it, but I think it's also very individual where I might have something that makes me happy or content, whereas you guys might all have completely different goals than I have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I think if we go by your way of thinking, nobody's ever going to be content. Like that's depressing.
But I feel like maybe it's a temporary state of being.
Well, yeah,
you know, like
it's almost like a way of life, though. It's like
Yeah.
it's almost like don't sweat the little things. Like whatever's in my control, I'm gonna control, and that's why I'm content. Does that make sense? Like you're never gonna be able to be 100% fully happy with absolutely everything going on in your life. That's never gonna happen.
yeah,
And I think that's what you're thinking. Like that's just not realistic.
right.
So
Yeah.
Well, I
don't
think
know.
I want to use Elon Musk as an example here to kind of bolster Jared's point a little bit. But if you take a guy like him, I feel like someone like Elon Musk is never content because I
Yeah.
think he always thinks there's something better, something further he can do. Elon, if you watch this, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Please watch this.
I wish.
Did you know
um,
response? Did you know
but
response?
but I think people, I think again, it's your definition of it, and people with that kind of mindset maybe have a harder time becoming content because I think they always think there's something more. Like, okay, I achieved this incredible goal. What can I do next? What can I do next? I think there's some people where there's just never an end to it.
Absolutely.
It doesn't mean you can't be happy.
Well,
along
you
the
just
way.
wrecked my point, Randy.
Get wrecked.
Okay. So
Get wrecked, poser.
Okay,
to be fair, being happy,
fair.
like I'm happy in life, right? Like I'm just happy. I'm joyful. You know, like things are going good. Like I'm enjoying my life. I'm just not where I want to be though. But that doesn't mean I'm sitting here sulking.
No.
I don't know. Like
I think I think I get what you're trying to say. And it made me think about some term that Talon used, but I forget the term. But he was talking about how we go through constant like roller coasters in life. Like we have a new
hedonic treadmill.
Yeah, the hedonic treadmill.
How did you remember that of all people?
Fuck.
Content.
Content.
Yeah, so you have that, like let's say you're on a low, right? And then you're coming back up, and maybe you're not like on a super high level or high note in your life or anything, but you find that level of being content to the point where it can get you into a state of being where you're healthy and you're able to grow out of that hole that you're in, basically. So it's temporary, but
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, being content is good for like a temporary.
So you just
amount of time.
supported my argument.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, I respect it.
Boom.
Nice. I just couldn't get the words. So you're smart
Point
than
not destroyed.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Point
I mean, it gets you to like
validated.
content. It gets you to like a normal.
Like a baseline.
Yeah, it gives you like a
It's like
normal
that
frame
base.
of reference in your life right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is how I used to be. I just like last year it was just all downhill, like rock bottom, dude. So to be back at this level and to notice I'm back at this level, it just feels good. Like I wake up and yeah, things don't go right at work, things don't go right. Driving, I get angry, but like understanding that anger, processing is not worth it. Get that out of here.
Mhm.
Works work. I get home, I'm not at work. Like that's separate. So like,
Yeah.
let it be.
Yeah.
And again, it's just like for me personally, like I'm so happy because I have time off. I plan on like all my testing's done, right? I tested for promotion. You're here. I got some friends here, so that's something. Like not everyone's moved away. A lot of my friends are moved away, and that's been a big bummer. Is like friends move away, but take advantage of who is still here, and then do things together. So like Sam just got back from Japan, so it's nice to have her back, and me and Dallas have been hanging out a lot.
And
So-
maybe back on the show.
Yeah, we'll have
Ooh.
her back on. But like, it's like count your blessings, basically, right?
Mhm.
And plan trips. Like I'm planning to go hike in Montana this summer, and like I hit some friends up already, and they said they'd be down. So like, to me, that's like just something to look forward to, and something that's in the back of your mind of that's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
I'm sad you didn't
Yeah.
hit me up about that.
Do you want to go?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
fight. Yeah, but I don't know. It's just like I woke up one day and I was like, "Shit, I'm no longer depressed." It was awesome.
Hey, this is great.
Yeah, honestly, it was just like a ray of sunshine, like struck me. I guess a lightning bolt of sunshine and joy and happiness.
Lightning bolt. a freaking tidal
Weather
wave
attack.
came and hit you, like the one hit me in Delaware. You remember
Yeah.
that?
Wait, what is this?
We're gonna post that video. We're gonna post that clip right now. Check it out.
Just the clip.
I'm standing in the ocean and I'm just like having a good time, not paying attention. And Chris is recording this, and I just
You don't
like
have to
look
explain
over.
it, bro. I'm gonna post it in here.
Okay, yeah, you'll see the video.
I guess I
I'm
have
gonna
to
explaining
cut
it's a
this
joke.
part out.
Yeah.
I just get tackled by this wave, and it just
Just
takes me down. It's
pummeled,
horrible.
dude.
Yeah.
He dives through one. He's looking good. He stands up, looks back at me.
I turn around.
Oh, shit. It was
It's
awesome.
great.
the best.
I love it.
It's the best.
But Chris, this kind of brings me to another point that I wanted to make. What you were just saying about, like, you said you woke up one day and you realized like all these things that were causing you problems weren't really worth it.
Yeah.
Do you think there was something? I think that's a big part of becoming content is kind of realizing the things that not only are the things that are important to you, but the things that aren't important to you. Like
That's a
for
good
instance,
point. That's a really good point.
one thing that I noticed that I've done recently, I noticed that one of the things that was making me most unhappy was my lack of assertiveness, and it's something I've been working on a lot more.
Assertive,
Where
not insertive.
yeah, ooh, it's not that kind
Continue.
of podcast, guys. Come
Continue.
on. But that was a big thing for me, and I noticed that like I'm getting a lot more things that I want now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not just like letting people walk on me. I'm not just letting people kind of say things to me that they shouldn't. I'm getting some. I feel like I'm getting further along because I'm like putting my foot down about shit, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we're not gonna do that.
Right.
So
Or
it's good.
Yes,
It's
we are gonna
almost
do
like,
this.
It's almost like we're all taking the advice we've given each other on the show and implementing it into our lives, and it's working.
Yeesh. That's what I talked about last
That's
week. Right? On
crazy.
the what we would tell
Yeah.
our younger selves.
Yeah, crazy.
All right,
It's like,
so
it's like we're smart.
I guess we can just cancel the show now,
Smart.
right?
Yeah, we're done. We did
All
it.
right,
We
sweet.
made it.
Yeah.
I'm out. Cool.
Thank God he's gone.
Yeah. Thank God,
All right.
content. Can you believe he said
What
content?
a dummy.
back.
Oh,
He
he's
said
back.
content. Wow,
Ah,
this
damn it.
guy. Look at that beard.
I'm back.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Oh, by the
I'm
way, one of my friends said it looked like you had a dead cat on your face, and that it looks better shaved. So
Good.
Very nice.
Was it a he or a she?
it was a she.
It was Chris. Chris
Oh.
said that.
It was Alex. You met Alex at Brand's wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone knows
Nice.
Oh, Alex.
She
Yeah.
said-
Uh,
Shut
Well,
up.
thank you, Alex, if you're listening / watching.
We'll
I think
tag
it
her.
looks better as well.
Yeah.
So now, are you content
Anyway.
with your beard? Ah,
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, I think that was a good life move.
Yeah. Anyway, so like you're happy. You're not content because you don't want to live in Jersey, but
No.
we need to just define our definition. My definition of content.
Yeah,
is
that's what I wanted to do.
Happiness, but not satisfaction.
Well, I think we're all on the same page as far as that goes.
I
Well, I
don't think
think-
Rumsey is.
I think
I
maybe
don't
we need to
know.
use a different word then.
Happiness.
Yeah.
Content
Happiness.
Yeah. Because there's definitely a difference between content and happy.
and content.
And yes.
Oh my god. We're halfway through this episode. We can't fucking decide which one we're gonna use.
All right, let's
happiness.
define this.
We already did. It was 3 words as the definition.
Hey, oh yeah, brother.
State.
But I think
state
that's
of
a good point. Is like,
satisfaction.
Yeah.
yeah, no, but I think what Chris said is a really good point. Is what is our definition? Because I think if you're listening or watching this, you need to also ask yourself, what is my definition of being content or being happy? Because
Yes.
what we say is one thing, and that's great for us, but that doesn't mean it's going to be the same for you.
Yeah. And I know
So I
Britt
think-
Chris, he was going through stuff like in his life, and then the next time I talked to him, he was just like happy. And I said, "Damn, dude, what's up?" And he's like, mate, I just realized like I'm content with life. Like I feel I'm just happier. Like I'm okay with where I'm at." And that doesn't mean he's not going to strive to continue going forward. He's just counting his blessings, basically.
Right.
And I think that's very important
Right.
for everybody to do. Although, if you just focus on the negatives, your life's going to be shit. There's so many positives that go on every single day that we just don't thank
Mm-hmm.
the higher power for, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Like today, it was a thunderstorm out. I love the rain. I sat out there
Thor.
with my hammock, and I literally just got a blanket, sat on my hammock, and just watched it rain, drinking a coffee. Like, it was great. And that just really set my day off right. Like, it was just nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
Isn't
I like to hear
nice?
it.
That is nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Yeah.
So it's good when like you just feel happy. And I think maybe it's springtime, so maybe like the sun's coming out, maybe people start feeling like this, the winter blues are gone. Who
Getting
knows?
that vitamin D
But-
back in the system.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. Maybe.
It is.
Who knows?
No, but I think let's actually do this. Let's go around and like no input from anybody else. Let's ask each one of us like, what is your definition of like, or no, let's not even ask what your definition is. What would make you content? Like I know Chris, you kind of already said yours with like moving to Vermont and all that, but like I think like let's all say like what ours would be, and it's okay if you don't know. You can just say I don't know.
I like this. So, Chris, wait, just to reiterate, Chris, yours is the location thing, right?
Yeah, location.
Okay. Jared?
Okay, so I think I kind of figured out how to articulate my thoughts. It only took about 20 something minutes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So I wanna go back to the
What's going on
hedonic
here?
treadmill because I want to say that I want satisfaction, being content to be temporary within this hedonic treadmill. So whenever I'm in that low state of being or whatever, I want to find the new baseline and be content with where I'm at. That way I can bring my mind into like, I can get back into like a kind of normal state of mind, a healthy state of mind. That way I can evaluate my life and grow from there. Like, not be negative towards myself and say, oh, these are all of my bad qualities that I need to improve. But saying, I'm happy with the growth that I've made so far in my life and with where I'm at currently, but I could improve on this and that, my relationships. So I'm going to do that because I feel like I'm healthy right now. I'm at a nice baseline and I can begin to work on things. But I feel like it should only be temporary because, again, like if you can only be so content before you're just happy with how everything is in your life and you're just satisfied with everything. So you never want to improve on anything. You never want to create something that can help the environment and the people around you. So
And
that's how I feel about it.
I think, remember when I said what I said, I think I was almost at that point, and it sounds like crazy. Like how can anyone be at that point? Like, I was happy with my job, I was happy with my relationship, I was happy with the money, happy with my apartment. But I didn't try to grow. I thought I was there. I thought it was it. Game over.
You were on an upswing of that hedonic treadmill.
Yeah, but it lasted. Like, it lasted a while. Like, I was just consistently happy with what. Like, I was complacent at the top.
I mean, I don't think it's a consistent parabolic curve.
Right, but true. But when you have hardships, it makes you realize when it was good.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you work on yourself. Like, you fix little things to get you back to here. And then you grow and you mature and realize, well, just because I'm here doesn't mean I need to stop. Like Ramsey was saying, like, there's still stuff I can improve. I can still make this world a better place. For example, I did like your journaling. I took journaling up. The podcast is a huge deal. I just like found an artistic nerve, I guess, in my body. Like, I was never artistic, but all of a sudden this year I'm kind of getting there. And it's just stuff like that. Like, I don't know. You just grow as a person, and I think that is what's making me so happy right now.
Yeah, that something you said made me really curious, and I'm gonna Google this. I guess I could do it right now, but it'd probably take a lot of searching. There's got to be like a graph that shows you how happiness and dissatisfaction is correlated to the amount of change that you make in your life. Because I imagine it's probably got to be like, if you're super happy, then the amount of change that you're making in the world really is probably lower. And the more sad you are, there's probably more change that you're making. Of course, you can be like depressed and not be doing anything. You can basically be a potato and not contribute to society whatsoever. Yeah. So there's got to be like a level. There's got to be a level there.
I would imagine as such.
I don't know.
And I think that's where it comes with like being self-aware and being happy with who you are as a person propels you through life, right? Because I know who I am. I know what makes me happy. I know how to make myself happy. But how can I help the rest of the world? And it's nice because, like, you can change, right? Like, you can get out of your comfort zone like we talked about. And then, like, you're going to be stressed because you're not familiar with it, but you're still growing. Like, it's almost like getting a promotion, and then you have all this more work to do, but then you start accomplishing that, and then you get another promotion. It's like a stepping stone, right? And I think that's, like, important.
Yeah, like you're momentarily satisfied or, like, proud of yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
So,
yeah. So I guess, like, finding that level.
Yep.
Recognizing, being self-aware, like you said, recognizing what is, like, what you're happy with, but also with what could use some improvement. Yeah.
Cool. Randy, did you want to do yours?
Yeah, I would say for me, I don't think the where, I mean, obviously the where is not here because I don't think I've been secretive about how I don't like it here.
What's not to like about Jersey?
But I don't think the where, I don't think the where so much matters for me. I think it's more like the what. And I think my biggest thing, no matter what I'm doing or where I am, I want to be able to be in a comfortable enough position, like financially and physically, where I can like travel and like go see my friends, because I have a lot of friends in different places right now. And I think I just have to accept the fact that I might not always get to like live near them where I can see them every day. But I would like to be at a point where, maybe I have to have my own business, or like maybe a different job, maybe a job where I work from home, where I can like travel and go see my friends and like go different places. Like, if one thing I've learned over the last couple of years, it's I love to travel. I love to see new places and have new experiences. And it's something that like kind of was becoming a passion of mine until like we had all the COVID stuff and travel became kind of impossible. But it's definitely something that I would like to get to, and I just don't feel like right now I'm at a point in my life where I can do that.
Right.
That makes sense.
Is that like?
And
So
see,
I think
like us three are there.
Right.
yeah,
Because I mean, we get so many vacation days, it's unreal.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of it is like also your situation in life, like with my job, and not so much financially, but mostly with my job. I'm not at a place where I can do that, where I can just take off and decide like, oh, I'm gonna leave for 2 weeks and go do this.
And not a lot of people are.
Yeah. No, not a lot of people are. But I think that's why, I have to look forward to, like I said, maybe starting my own business, maybe pushing my woodworking forward more, and like trying to get that going to a point where I can do that, and then it's my business and I can take days off when I want to.
Right.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
And plus, we invited you out here, man. We're just waiting. We're waiting.
Yeah.
Well, the plan
Yep.
is still May. Am I right?
That was the
It was
agreed
September.
upon date.
I got a mark on my calendar. It says
Every time
Rand
Chris
Dizzle.
asks me, I say September.
Yeah.
He goes, "When you plan on coming out here?" I go, "September."
So I guess that just leaves me then. So I think I'm pretty happy with where I've gotten myself in life, but I'm absolutely not content, right? I'm not content with my current job. I'm not content with where I am, like physically. I want to be out of Delaware. I want to get my bachelor's degree. There's a whole bunch of stuff I still want to improve on myself. I like to self-reflect though and say, hey, I'm happy with what I've accomplished, with who I've become, but I'm never going to be content. And you're kind of like what Randy was talking about with Elon Musk, is you never want to kind of get stagnant. You always want to keep pushing yourself forward. And so I think that's where I'm at right now. I'm definitely gonna push myself. I think I needed this. I think I needed to kind of like, I was up on an upswing about 2 to 3 months ago, and like I was really happy, was very content, but I think that's worn off now, and now I'm able to see what I want more. And so it's more of just a pushing yourself thing. It's getting out and making the improvement to become more content, even though I don't think that'll ever be a final thing.
No, I'm in the downswing of that hedonic treadmill. I can say.
all right.
that.
So I'm sure a lot of listeners are. So let's talk about
Yeah.
how to get out of there. Like, what are you guys' plans? Like, what do you want to do? Joe, you said bachelor's
Yeah.
degree. Why the hell haven't you started that?
Because there's I can make a ton of excuses, but there's no good one. I do have
Exactly.
I have an opportunity coming up to where I'm gonna have, like, the job that I'm about to be put in very soon is gonna allow me a lot of free time, so I'm gonna have that opportunity. I have zero excuse, so I'm gonna go back to school.
All right, good. As long as you
Yeah,
realize.
absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
I did like 5 deployments while I was going to school. Ridiculous. What else? So you could PCS. You could apply for these jobs.
Yep.
This is the point I'm trying to make: is take the steps to at least try.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
apparently at my 3-year mark. I get BOP, right? Yeah. So I can get out of Dover finally.
That's what you think. Don't hold your breath.
Hopefully.
Don't hold your fucking breath.
But
As someone who's been in 6 years, don't hold your breath, bro.
well, I have a little
Yeah.
bit more options than you. Just
True.
but yeah.
All right, so that's good.
Yeah.
So you got to go back to school. Gonna work on that. And you know what? Soon enough, you'll be testing for promotion and making more money, and then you'll be even more happy.
Exactly.
Right? until that money starts spending the same amount and it doesn't matter.
And the
You're just on a
responsibility
treadmill,
is
back at a
there.
baseline. No. All right, but Randy, what are some steps you're going to take?
Well, number one, a point I'd like to make is I think it's important to realize that you are the only one who can change your situation.
Yeah.
You cannot rely on other people to make things better for you.
NLP.
And that's definitely one thing I've learned through this, and just like some of the stuff that's gone on at my job. And that's kind of like number one thing, top of the list, got to find a different job. I'm over this one. I know we've talked in the past about like having the conversations with bosses and higher ups and stuff. I'm past that point. It's time for a different job.
But
And I
did you
think
reach
that-
out? Time out. Did you reach out when we told you should?
I didn't reach out, but I
Ugh.
didn't reach out because if this is kind of one of those things where you have to be in the situation. If you were in the situation, you would see that it was a fruitless effort.
Yeah, but
There's no
At
there. I
least-
guarantee there's no situation where anything I had to say would have changed anything.
at least you would have known you gave your input and it's on his mind now. It's not too
True,
late.
but
It's not
That's
too late.
the
You still
bug
could.
facts.
It's not too late, but at the same time, I'm almost at the point where it's not important to me.
True.
Like
Okay.
I kind of don't care to do it at this point.
Fair
Like
enough.
if they can make, to me, they can make their own mistakes. It's like I just said, only you can help yourself. Well, now they can make their own mistakes.
So where
So-
where do you go from here? What's the next goal?
I'm not entirely sure yet. I think the most realistic goal is to try and get my personal trainer's license, and and go from there with that.
I'll
Which
just
I
give you
mean,
mine.
honestly, is what?
You should talk
I'll
to
just
this
give you
guy,
mine.
then.
Oh yeah, Jared. Just just
Fax it.
wait your name out. That's fine.
You could
Um,
probably take the test now and just ace it, bro.
Probably, yeah. And that's what I'm gonna look into doing soon. I am gonna study a little bit for it because it's been a while since like I was in school, and I know they changed stuff. But yeah, I think that's step number one, and just trying to find something that's gonna suit me better.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good, and it's also important to know when to move on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And something you said really struck home. It said you what'd you say? Empower yourself or something like that.
You're the only one who could change.
Well, like you're the only one who can help yourself. Like you
Boom.
can't
Gotcha.
rely on others.
It's funny because Tony actually texted me yesterday, and he asked about work and everything, and I said verbatim, I said it's better just stop worrying about it. Like I noticed he's not gonna listen, so I just do me. I do my work, and then I just get out of there. Like,
Yep.
I do what I have to do. Avoid conflict, because I know there's nothing I can change. I've tried to change it though, Randy. Like I've talked to him, I've mentioned what's on my mind. So I've at least done my part, and I think that's important. I think that's why I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because I know he knows what I'm thinking. If your CEO or your boss walked in and just thinks you're happy, like what the fuck, he doesn't know. So I think it's very important to get that off your chest and have that tough conversation. But
Yeah.
to continue, I said, so like I do my work, I go in, do my thing, and leave. Like I'm not worried about it anymore. Like I don't stress about it anymore. And he goes, way to empower yourself in that situation. That no, that's important, it's like you understand that like you're in charge of how you feel. So
Yeah.
I think that's probably the biggest takeaway of this episode is how are you happy? Make yourself happy. And that's way easier said than
Right.
done, don't get me wrong. But you're in charge of what makes you happy.
Yeah, you can't. You simply can't rely on other people, and especially when it comes to things that are factors in your own life.
Yeah, exactly. Because not everyone's going through the same stuff you are. No one's going through the same stuff you are.
No, and not everyone wants to help you.
Facts. Jared.
Rumsey, you fall asleep over there or what? Fuck.
Hey,
A little bit.
you good?
So
He's not in the studio, and like, my God.
so Jared,
I'm just-
is there anything that you would like to improve on in your life?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Give me one
A whole lot.
or 10. I don't.
No, I feel like, yeah, when you're in that, like, it's not about avoiding that low feeling of that low level of the hedonic treadmill, It's not about avoiding it. It's important to
Embrace that
actually
shit.
embrace it. Yeah, Randy. It's important to embrace it because that's when you can realize what needs to change in your life. I mean, you're in that state for a reason because you took a wrong turn, you made a wrong decision, and, you know, there's only so much that is an outside factor that you can't control. But like we were just saying, you know, oh, hydrate, Joe. I like it. Joe's here with his jug.
Down,
I got my
boys.
jug. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So, but ultimately, a lot of it is, you know, you have control of it. So realize the decisions that you made that caused you to be in that low state. But yeah, I'm not in the low state right now. I think I'm very happy with a lot of the areas of my life. But in order for me to stay happy and to be satisfied in a way, I realize the things that I still need to work on. Like I want to get better at my job because I just started training people. So I want to continue to do that. And I also see areas of the squadron that need improvement. I see different sections of the squadron where I can help. So I'm emailing and communicating with a lot of people and trying to get involved in different things. I'm happy with my relationship and all of my relationships, but that's a dynamic thing. It's a constant. So you want to keep on improving on it. So I'm always, right now I'm just thinking of more ways to do better, to connect more, to do more, and to be more for those people. And for you guys too.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
I realize that you're
yeah,
happy
brother.
when other people around you are happy, and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Dude, that's the weirdest thing. Me and him, we're the same people. Like,
He's much cuter.
at least how I feel. Rumsy's probably like, you suck, Chris. What are you talking about? But, like, when I'm happy, he's typically happy. And when I'm upset, I probably bring him down. And, like, vice versa. And it's that's why, like, if you surround yourself with people who are just constantly like, fuck this, dude, you're going to think the same
Bad
way.
energy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a real thing. People say that whole like energy thing is hocus pocus, but
No, it's
that's
real,
that's
dude.
legit.
Yep.
It is, and I think that's why I'm so happy is because like for the past few like month, I guess, like everyone I hang around with is always like high spirited, like stuff's good, and that just makes your outlook on life like shit. Life's good. Life is good
Life
right
is
now,
good.
boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Joe,
Yeah.
you're probably back in that maintenance world where everyone's like, dude,
That's
fuck this.
100% what it is. It's an entirely different spirit or morale.
See,
Yeah.
there it is. We've identified.
I think I've already identified
Randy?
it, but yeah.
Randy, I bet your coworkers like this place sucks. Like I'm not happy here, and I bet you think it too now. But
Yep.
if you walked in there tomorrow and said, you know what, I like this job, this is what we're gonna change. Like, well, I'm gonna try and change, and like I'm gonna make it a better place. They might be like, huh, okay, Randy, you suck too. No, just kidding. They're gonna be like, you know what, maybe he's onto something. So
Yeah.
positivity definitely attracts positivity, and it's probably the easiest way you could change someone's day and then probably their outlook, right? Like, I don't know. That's what I try to be very happy around other people whenever I interact in public. Like, I'm an extrovert compared to Rumsey. He's kind of more of an introvert, but I don't know. Like, you'll never catch me to a stranger, at least, just being like rude or like talking shit. Like, not to them, but like about life in general. Maybe like people like everyday stuff, like coworkers, where I sit there and then I complain a little bit, and I complain to you guys because you guys know me. But I'm typically, pretty happy and pretty positive guy. So
Yeesh.
I think that's important. I think that
Yeesh.
attracts like people. So there you go.
Hell yeah, brother.
Any final
Yeah.
input?
Hell yeah, brother.
I got nothing, dude. I think
Final
Oh.
input. And I know you guys are just talking about me being happy, but no, I feel like don't be too happy to the point where you become blind to the world around you.
Right.
No
you
bad.
might get where I'm going with this. Like, there's always someone, there are always people who are going through a very bad situation that's worse than yours. So I feel like while you're happy, try to understand. I know, I don't know, read books or like read books of people who have gone through like severe hardships. So you can kind of understand, hey, just because I'm in this state of bliss doesn't mean that it's like that for everyone. And this is where I was talking about, don't be constantly satisfied, because there's always something more to be done for humanity. There's always someone who is going through something that is hell, So just while you're in that state of happiness, try to understand that.
Try to spread it if you can.
There's always, spread it. There's always more that can be done. Don't become this bitter person, and don't become blind as well.
Hell yeah.
There's always more to be done.
Did anyone hear that C5 fly
one more
over my
thing.
house? Okay.
No. But one more really quick thing. If you don't like to read books, like Jared said, you can always listen to books on Audible, and you can get a free 30 days with the link down below in the description. Chris,
The link.
finish it off.
I already finished it off, and then Rumsey came in, and you know what? I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm happy. So, boys. Positivity. Rumsey's going to wake up after this. I'm going to go over there and slap him. He's going to wake up. It'll be a happy slap, and he won't ruin my outro next time.
And he's going to switch the flip.
I'm just kidding. He made a good point.
All right, y'all.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're just going to cut me off. Oh, now I'm angry.
This has been Lessons Learned. I'm going to cut Chris off again. Thank you for tuning in, and tune in on YouTube now, because we now have videos. So check that out. Subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your mom. Tell your sister. Tell your brother. Tell everyone. And we will see you next time. Appreciate you. Thanks.
See ya. He
What?
took it
And
out.
boom goes the
realize,
dynamite.
You realize you can't be the only one that does that.
I know. I realized.